Calvin Castine at the Mooers Recreation Park between Route 11 and the La Valley Road on this Saturday morning, the 29th day of September 2007. We are pointing toward Route 11 and give you an idea of the vehicles that are here. That's just the Route 11 parking. The parking lot here at the rec park at the end of Park Lane is overflowed. The little road, access road that leads in here, Park Lane, off the La Valley Road, as cars backed up all the way down to the La Valley Road. Then on the La Valley Road, they are backed up almost to Route 11 and as far to the east as the cemetery, or beyond the cemetery. We can see vehicles there on that stretch. And there are even parked, there's a row of vehicles parked in the cemetery here off the La Valley Road. This is the annual Roxie Dumas and LouAnne Dragoon Soccer Tournament, sponsored by the Mooers Booster Club. And this has become the place to be. There's no way we can actually do justice to what is happening here, trying to describe what is happening here today. It's just overwhelming to look at the number of vehicles here, the number of youngsters, and a number of oldsters here that are enjoying this great North Country weather and enjoying a great North Country event. There are soccer games all through the area. We're going to try to find somebody who is involved here who isn't out straight working here. That's going to be a tough part. It's right a little bit before noon. They brought in the master chef, Jack Dragoon, to cook burgers. He's being assisted there by Jack Gagno, but there are just tons and tons of folks here, all enjoying the day in each other's company and doing something that these kids will put in their memory banks and tell their grandkids about someday. One of the most remarkable things about all these folks being here is the fact that this is not the site. It is one of 3 sites. Obviously, it is the most busy site. But there are games also going on at the school, Mooers Elementary School, and at the park in Moores Forks. So despite the hundreds and perhaps thousands of people who are here, there are even more than this who are taking part in today's activities at other locations here in Mooers. As we said, it is just before noontime, so the folks cooking the burgers are at their busiest, but I am sure there are no slack periods here. And the playground equipment here at the rec park is getting a good workout. This particular playground was made possible by the generosity of family, friends, and community in loving memory of Ryan and Evan Poisson. His family lived down La Valley Road a few miles, and children died in a tragic accident 10 years ago. This was dedicated on October 18th, 1997, and we were here for that dedication, and it's kind of hard to believe it's been 10 years since the dedication of this park.
Alright.
Don't move on me, Alfie Ledoux. Even though he's wearing a Cleveland Indians jacket here, I'm going to talk to this guy anyway. My friend Sid Couchy is also a big Cleveland Indians fan. You're not really going to root for the Indians if they play the Yankees, are you, Alfie?
Well, it's not been a good year against the Yankees so far since we're over.
I don't mean a darn thing.
Yeah.
It's a new season.
Well, hopefully they make it. I don't know.
The Yankees stunk up the place last night with Mariano blowing a 3-game lead. Anyway, we're here to talk about this fantastic event. I know you're involved in youth sports. You got a team involved here today, Al?
Yeah, I got a mites team in it today, and I used to coach Pee Wee, and then I went down to mites when my son got involved. So I got I'm coaching the one team, and I coach a Bantam team, but they're not here today.
Okay, what is it? Is there just mites and Pee Wees, or?
They got the mini mites playing. They're playing a couple games each team, and then the mites are playing almost like a tournament style, double elimination, and then the Pee Wees, I believe, are playing a point system where the most points get into the playoffs, and they play from there.
Okay, so that's something new. Hasn't it been in the past? You just come, play a few games, and go home. This year they're having a playoff type of.
Yeah, they. When we first started it started almost as like 3 years ago as a fall classic, and then they turned it around to this fundraiser. And it used to be more or less of just getting all the teams together and people together and raising money for the youth program. Now they've turned it into a partial scholarship. And
that's done. Here's two. Oh, come on over, Jim. Jim Armstrong here. Are you part of the Booster Club, Jim?
Not part of the Booster Club. I help out a little bit.
You help out too?
So,
you're involved in youth sports just like Alfie Ledoux here?
Yeah, very good organization. We're doing well. Super.
So you're helping out today?
Helping out. I'm running the Pee Wee. Tyson's doing the little guys.
Tyson Dumas?
Yeah. I'm trying to help with the 50-50, which I'm going to get some from you. If you buy some tickets, I'm going to give you $20 for your.
Well, there you go.
Your job.
Cable.
You guys do a good job. So great
You're
job.
already a supporter, and I appreciate that. I guess I'll have to buy some tickets now. He's putting me on the spot here. Kind of hard to.
Tickets too. So
Alfie bought some tickets. So I hope
because you're at all our games, our tickets.
I hope I win.
They're $5 a roll.
$5 a roll.
Because you're at all our games table, we're gonna give you a few more. Because we give you a few more, if you win, we're just gonna ask you to donate a little bit back to the Moores.
Donate it all back to the Moores.
Whatever.
Okay, that works out good.
There you go.
I got to be present to win. Besides,
if you don't have to be present, but if you need to leave,
then I got to write my name on all these tickets.
You have to fill it all out.
I knew there was a catch here, and this is going to cost me $5.
$5 when you get a chance. When you bring it back over there,
okay.
Give it to Lynn or one of the girls over there. Okay.
One of the girls. Okay, right. I'll tell Lynn you called her a girl.
I hate to eat and run, but we got things to do. Okay.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Jim Armstrong, one of the hard workers here, and can you imagine putting something like this together, Alfie? I mean, where do you start?
When we started, I believe it was 3 years ago when we started. I wanted to put a fall classic together at the end of the season, and I approached Frank about it, and Frank thought it was a really good idea because all these other, Plattsburgh used to have their Shriners, is it the Shriner tournament, and we just never had nothing here. And so Jim Armstrong and myself actually.
Hang on a second, together. Matt, come over here after. Go ahead.
Myself and Jim got together and actually formed. It was just Pee Wees, and then Tyson took the mites and he expanded that. And then that was the first year that I discovered mini mites in Altona. We never had a mini mite program, and my son was at that level, so I actually sent him to Altona to play on their team. And then the year after, we brought them for like an exhibition, and then that started the mini mite program here, which I think we have 3 teams now, mini mites. They're starting young, 3 years old now.
3 years old?
Yeah, it is a lot of work. The Booster Club, without them, without Frank, without even the town officials, it involves all them getting the field ready. The town workers come down here, they set up stuff. It's a lot of people involved.
It's a real community effort.
Yes, and I mean, it brings everybody together.
It's just a great time, and these kids are going to talk about this 50, 60 years from now when you and I are long gone.
And that's exactly right. And I'm hoping my son's going to be here one day taking over, and he's teaching somebody that's young. The best part about it is that a lot of towns don't have this stuff, and to come here and see all this today, and with the five teams from we got like 5 teams in mites this year, and we got like 4 teams in Pee Wee. Just the number of kids out today, and getting the kids out and getting the kids active is it's a real goal for everybody.
Yeah, it's just a great thing. Well, thank you for your part and for maybe starting all this, getting it going. All right, I'm going to bring Matt Bell in here for a moment. Matt Bell's got a green shirt on here. It's from Shazy. How can you find time on a Saturday to get away from that corn maze?
Well, I have a lot of good help, Calvin.
How's it going, the corn maze?
Oh, it's going very well. Very well, yeah. We had 400 to 500 people through last weekend, so. Yeah.
Pardon me, I thought you said 4,500.
4 to 500.
Oh, 4 to 500. Okay. I was going to say,
I guess
it must have been wall to wall, but 4 to 500, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It sure is. It was a good weekend. Beautiful
you don't really
weekend.
want more than 500 people there on the weekend, do you?
Probably not, right? I mean, it got a little busy at times, but we had plenty of room and plenty of space, and everyone got along well and had a good time. You know?
Yeah, I know my grandson was there, and I found out that he really enjoyed it.
No, that's good. That's good. We
got lost a few times.
Yeah, people. A lot of people get lost. A lot of people. We get a lot of good feedback. A lot of people have a great time. You know.
Well, great. So, and you're going to keep that open till October, Halloween.
Yeah, October 28th. Yep.
October 28th. Okay.
Just before Halloween.
All right, you got a team here today?
Yes, we do.
All right, don't
Shazy
go.
too.
Okay, come on up closer here. You don't run away. My cord's only so long.
Okay.
Shazy too.
Yes.
And you got some kids involved here.
Yes, my daughter's playing on our team.
Is that your daughter over there?
Yes, it is.
Come over here, daughter.
Waiting to get something to eat, I think.
Uh-oh, you hungry?
Yes.
What's your name?
Kaylee.
Kaylee Bell?
Yep.
Okay. You having fun here today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played yet?
Yeah, we played 2 games, and we're gonna play our last game at 1:15.
Okay. Now you're a Pee Wee, or what are you?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're playing your last game. That means you're not gonna be in the playoffs, or what does that mean?
Yeah.
Tried one and lost one.
Tried one and lost one.
I imagine we're out.
You're out. No entry fee, I guess, to get in, right? You just bring your team, or is there entry fee?
No, there was a $50 entry fee.
$50 entry fee? Okay.
Yeah, goes towards trophies, and it's a good cause anyway, right? They have 42 teams, I think I heard today.
Yeah.
So I overheard someone talking. There was 42 teams.
42 teams.
It's a great turnout, right?
Even if you only got, you got to have more than 10. But even if you only had 10, just for the easy math, that's 420. But you got to have at least 11, and you know you're going to have at least 15.
Right.
So you're talking 600-700 kids here, just at the minimum.
Sure. Amazing, right? Yeah.
You're going to be at Shazy tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. They're going to have some stuff at halftime of the varsity games.
And my brother and sister are probably going to be playing before the game on the field.
Or mini mites.
Oh, before the game. I'll have to get there early then.
It's an amazing program, right? I mean, when I was a kid, Coach Brendler took 4 or 5, fourth and fifth graders and made a team, and we played St. Peter's a couple times on a Sunday afternoon. Now kids are 4 years old playing soccer, like on an organized team. What a great thing for kids to do, so.
Yeah, a lot better than sitting there pushing buttons on a Nintendo game or something.
Exactly.
Okay. Or when you're not here, you could also go to. Have you been through the corn maze yet in Shazy?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think everybody should go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you're not here, go to Shazy and go through that corn maze. Get there before October 28th, though. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Calvin.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any experience feeding mass quantities of people?
Yes, we can take care of as many as you can bring on, Calvin.
Usually when I'm at Jack Dragoon's open house in the spring, he's sitting back relaxing and other guys are doing the cooking. How'd they talk into this, Jack?
Well, not too hard. I like to cook. Do quite a bit of cooking at camp, as you must know.
I found out a couple of times. What's on the menu today?
We're cooking sausages, we're cooking hamburgers, we got Michigans, we got cheeseburgers, we got sausage and onions, and pile of stuff. Shouldn't go hungry.
When did you start cooking today, Jack?
I got it here about 8 o'clock. Got the girls going about 8:30.
Right now, right around noon. This is probably your busiest period, though, huh?
Pretty good lineup right now.
You're cooking as fast as you can, too, huh?
Yeah. I got a helper here.
What's this guy's name?
All you gotta do is listen to him. There's only one Jack telling you around.
Thank God.
If he worked like his mouth goes, we would get more done, but it's still pretty good.
Best teacher I ever had, right here.
What's this here next to us here? There's all these vegetables.
Sausage and peppers that goes on the sausage. Green peppers, onions. Something
peppers.
society needs to come and try, because it's good. You know, we have a saying, we're maybe not the best, but we're better than the rest.
Good. We keep them good and keep them going fresh. That way they don't stick around long.
Well, I don't think you've got time for them to cool off anyway.
That's right.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. We got Frank here's the engineer. He tells us what to do.
Frank's in charge?
Hey?
Frank's the boss?
Frank's the boss.
I hear that's the only way he'll show up is if he's the boss.
I can't say that.
Society needs a few more Frank Dumases, trust me. He's a good man to do what he does.
He's probably gloating today. His Red Sox clinched the series of the playoffs last night, first place there.
Certain things we shouldn't talk about on television.
Well, heck, I just talked to an Indians fan. I might as well mention the Red Sox.
I just like baseball. I'm no specialty. I just like the sport.
All right, I won't slow you guys down. I don't want Frank to fire.
Well, we'll get more time. You come over and we'll take care of you.
Okay, thank you. Jack and Jack. Okay. We've just finished talking with the former town supervisor, so it's only fair that we have the current town supervisor. Rudy Miller, what do you think of all this in your town?
I think it's getting to be a big day here. They draw quite a crowd.
Isn't this amazing?
Starts almost before sunup and doesn't finish till after sundown. They do a good job.
Well, the gathering here might start at sunup, but the planning for it has got to go on a long time before
Way
this.
before, yeah. A lot of work involved in this. A lot of people helping out with it. They do a very good job with it. It's always been a very successful event since it's been started.
Now the town has really fixed up this park here over the last couple of years. You got drainage in and everything, right?
Yeah, we put in drainage. We had a few low spots, and so we addressed that issue, and then leveled off the field. When it was originally built, there was a lot of excavation of stumps and stuff, so we had a few holes that had settled, and we fixed that up and leveled everything off. And everybody did a good job there too. They came out to be very nice fields. And the youth commission put this fence up so that the guys playing softball would have something to aim for. They always have to have that, right?
Well, yeah, it helps if you get it over that fence.
Yes. Give them that little extra shot there.
Those inside the park homers get old after a while.
Yes. They have to get their name on the board there somewhere.
Yeah. So you put in tile, you tile the field and everything?
Yeah, the field's been tiled and then reseeded with regular ballpark grass, and it's a good grass, makes a good base in there. So,
but this is going to be very gratifying for you on the town board to see this kind of a turnout here today.
Oh yes, everybody's glad to see it. That's for sure. The park is here to be used, and that's the main objective: is use it.
Yeah, and they're also using the one in Mooers Forks and the school.
We're hoping to make some progress on Mooers Forks next year. We'd like to put bathrooms up there, and possibly add another small soccer field. So we'll see as time goes on what's available.
Well, it's nice to have a
youth program is a very big program today.
Some communities don't understand that, and it's nice when a community does understand that, and the town board gets behind it.
Just watch this, and they're going to see how big it is.
That's right. All right, I won't let you lose your spot here. You're going to have to eat half an hour later here because I pulled you out of line.
Okay.
Thanks,
yeah, I'll take a chance on that. Thank you. Thank you, Colin.
Do you remember that old Saturday Night Live skit, cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger?
Yes, I do, Calvin. Yes,
is that ringing through your head today, Frank Dumas?
Yes, it is, sir.
Oh, there's a hot dog over there.
Yes, she does. There's a lot of them going out today.
A lot of them. Have you counted them, Frank?
No. Jack Gallo probably has. Because,
That's right.
yeah, that's about all he's done since he's been here is count and talk.
Just count and talk. Frank's been here since 5, you know. I got here in Diddy.
I think he's running for election because everybody steps up, he has to have a conversation with him. So I don't know what he's running for, but he ought to get a few votes.
He's usually running from something.
I'm looking for a dog catcher.
In years past, Frank, the Red Sox have been in bad straits at this time of the year, but last night you probably went to bed. If you're here at 5, you probably went to bed before they clinched.
No, I didn't. In fact, when I left here, I went home to catch the game, and the Yankees were comfortably ahead with 2 outs in the 9th. But somebody accidentally hit a triple, tied the game up, and I ended up staying up, watched the extra innings, and enjoyed it. The only thing is, they didn't show the Red Sox celebrating. But
Yes, wouldn't do that.
no. We have another giant step to go, though. I must admit the Yankees are playing good baseball, but
Some days better than others.
yes. And you are a Yankee fan. I do know that.
I know that. Yes, I knew that too. Okay,
Well, what would baseball be without the Yankees and Red Sox, right?
it'd be awfully dull. Of course, Outfield Adu thinks the Indians are important, though.
Yeah, and my son thought the Mets were for a while too, but I think they're slipping fast.
My youngest son is a Mets fan, and I feel sorry for him. You know,
If you happen to run into Tyson today, stop him and ask him how it's going. Yeah.
I feel sorry. You know, the Yankees and Red Sox are always in the thick of things. Every once in a while, the Mets get involved.
Yeah.
And you know, you got to feel sorry for these Mets fans.
Yes, I do. You know, I comforted him this morning. I told him I didn't get the score of the Mets game, but I knew the score because he wouldn't talk to me, so I figured it was bad.
Yeah, Philadelphia's in first place as we're talking here today.
Yes, they are.
Frank, this has got to be extremely gratifying to see the kind of turnout we have here today.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The whole community just pours out, and you know, if I had to single out one person or two, I can't. So it's just thank you to everybody, and that's from Cumberland Head to Ellingburg to Rouse's Point, everywhere. So, I mean, they just come here and they spend money, and it all goes to a good cause.
Have a cheeseburger?
I believe last year that the committee gave out 10 scholarships to Northeastern students that were in the Mooers Youth Commission as they grew up, and I thought that was extremely gratifying. This year we're looking for ways to spend our money to benefit the young people of this community, and I'm sure with the people that are in this booster club up here, the money will go to good use. But like I said, I mean, I have to say thank you to everybody. I mean, we've had people here for 2 days straight. 5 in the morning. I got here this morning. I wasn't the first one. I usually am. Debbie Bosley was here before I was. She's been working on this tournament for probably 6 months. And as soon as the tournament's done today, we start looking for next year. And I think that's why it's so successful. But, you know, you take these guys working here and you look through the crowd, I mean, I don't know what to say, but thank you.
I can't imagine organizing something like this here and pulling it off. It's just a tremendous effort.
Yeah. What we've been able to do now is that we've kind of committed everything. Shelley Brooks kind of looks over all the food, knows how much food we need for the following year, how much we went through, how much should we get next year. Tyson takes care of all these fields. The people cooking. Debbie takes care of all the novelty items out there. In-laws. I can go on. Like I said, it's just tough to pinpoint everybody because there's so many people involved. And having hometown cable up here today, that's just a bigger treat because I know it's going to go on the air and more people are going to see it and more people will end up being here.
Well, I don't know why I'm here. I think everybody's here anyway, so nobody else to show it to.
Correct. But I imagine people, you know, it's that time of the year where people are out riding, leaf peeping. Fall's a great time of the year, and both girls love that time of the year. So it all blends together. That's all I can say. It all blends together, and it's just I don't know how to prescribe all this. I just don't. I have no clue.
No, you just sit back and take it in and absorb it.
Yeah. But it's very heartwarming, I want to tell you that. And, you know, both Gary and I mean, thanks to everybody. You know, I don't know, like I said, I just don't know what else to say.
Okay, I'll let you get back to work, Frank. Thank you. Okay, we've got another person with those collector item shirts on here. 5th annual Roxie Dumas and LouAnne Dragoons Memorial Soccer Tournament 2007. Debbie Bosley, Frank Dumas said he got here at 5, and you were already here now. Did you go home last night or just come here early?
Oh, I went home last night. I had to whip up the Hamburg macaroni soup we have over there. That's been an annual thing for me, so I went home and got that and back here. You know, I just wanted to make sure we had everything set. We had such an amount of volunteers yesterday setting up and last night, and that's one thing that this could never go on without the amount of volunteers that we have. We've got volunteers from the girls soccer teams, the boys soccer teams. We have Mooers and Mooers Forks. We've got some confirmation kids in here doing some of their community service. We've really got some good volunteers in here, and you know, besides the parents, the coaches, the kids, the amount of tickets that all of the Mooers teams, we had 11 teams out there selling tickets in advance. We really appreciate the help that we're getting for the community. It's just amazing.
You guys are going to make $1 gazillion this year. This is tremendous.
It's really important to us. We've given 10 scholarships to each year for the last 5 years, so that's really important to us. Besides the things we're able to do for the community, we're able to improve a little bit here. They've put in lighting this year underneath the pavilion. That helps anybody that wants to come by and use it from the town, so that's what we're doing. That's the important things. Besides having fun, you know, the kids are having such a good time. We tried this year our little carnival. It looks to be successful. Some of the coaches were a little worried that they couldn't get the kids to play with the bouncy house on the corner, but looks like the games are getting in, so if we can keep the good weather up for the rest of the day, I think we're going to have a really good day.
Yeah, you certainly picked a beautiful weekend to do this, and just one day though, right?
Yep, just one day. It's all done today. Our championship game, I believe for the Pee-wee, should be somewhere around 5 o'clock this afternoon.
So that's only a little over 12 hours here for you today.
Oh yeah, that's it.
14 hours.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and we started last year right after. We took notes all day long, things that we'd like to improve. We sat down, we kind of powwowed last year after, you know, and I said, this is what I'd like to do, Frank. He said, you can do it, bring it back to me. So that's what we did. Frank's and Gary have been wonderful, along with Shelley being real receptive to different ideas and different things. Marlene, LouAnne, and Roxie's sister, you know, is not here with us all the time, but she's always feeding us with ideas, you know, corporate sponsors, this and that. So that's been a big help. One of our main corporate sponsors we'd like to mention, Cornerstone Drug. They were able to fund the carnival here for us. Besides, you know, the Champlain KSC came in, they donated all the popcorn, and they're manning their own booth. So, you know, things like that is what we're looking for. The community has just been really tremendous help to us.
How did you ever talk that Cornerstone Drug owner into helping out?
Well, there are some connections there, but he is a wonderful supporter of the community, besides being a supporter of soccer. Dan's a real soccer fan, so when you mention soccer and kids to Dan, that's a real big plus for him.
Now, organize something like this here. Now, do you appreciate your parents having you work at the candlelight all those years? You could get the experience you needed?
Exactly. You know, I said, you know, I'm not one to be out there, you know, but I guess I can do some planning behind the scenes, and you know, like I said, the volunteers that we've had, the people, you know, helping us out. You know, I just had a girl run up here, and
Chantel Valley.
Yeah, run right up here. Where do you want me to work? So that has been the most important thing for us. Really been important for us. Could you have imagined this 3 years ago, that something that we're looking at today? I couldn't have. No, I couldn't have. You know, matter of fact, 5 years ago, when the first one was going on, it was just a memorial for Roxie. LouAnne was still here, and it was real tough for me that day. And but I said, I know I want to be part of it. And through the years, through the time, it's grown, and now it's just such a tremendous honor, you know. And you're seeing parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, you know, the whole family. People are stopping by and just saying, I'm coming over to eat, you know. It's just a tremendous thing, you know.
Well, they're stopping by just to eat. They're putting some effort into it, because you got to park half a mile away to get here.
Exactly. It'd be easier to go through McDonald's drive-thru, right?
Easier to walk to McDonald's from here.
Yeah, that's what we tried to work that out. It was one of our things from last year. Parkers, we need, you know, we were just like, we couldn't figure it out. We couldn't, you know, it's like, well, we'll try to make it as easy as we can for people to get in here, and everybody's just so happy. So nobody's too angry with the walk or whatever. So no.
The kids don't mind the walk?
No, not at all. Not at all.
And whoever you put in charge of the weather, keep that person in charge of the weather.
I sat with a 10-day outlook on the weather. I just kept, is 10-day here yet? 10-day here yet? And somebody came. We did our annual. We do. We try to do things all together. So we sat down Thursday night and we cut all the onions and peppers. All as a big party at Gary's house.
Well, that's a party.
Exactly. And somebody started talking about the weather. It was going to rain. I'm like, shush, you can't even talk like that,
But you do have a rain date tomorrow. What
about our rain date? So tomorrow's going to be rest day.
As if you could have notified everybody to come back tomorrow.
I know, that's a tough thing. So we've been very fortunate the last couple of years.
As we spoke, the sun peaked out even more.
Exactly. This is great.
All right, well, your parents are working hard back there.
I know, it looks like I've got to get back to my boat. All right, thank you, Calvin, for your support. It's been important to us.
Babe. So Debbie's getting back. Chantel's over here working. Well, she's taking a rest right now. We're going to try to find one or two more folks to talk to here. Not that there's not thousands of people to choose from, but we're going to try one or two. Even got Northeastern coach Josie Gilroy here scouting, planning her team for 10 years from now. There. All right. We got a couple. Oh, I know one guy from the Knights of Columbus. You're not a Knights of Columbus member, are you?
No.
A future Knights of Columbus member?
Yes.
Your name?
Scott Bedard.
Scott Bedard. You're related to Hector Bedard?
Yes.
How?
I'm his grandfather. He's my grandfather.
Oh, he's your grandfather. Okay. One or the other, right?
Yeah.
All right. John Paul Tatro.
Yes.
Knights of Columbus, what are you guys doing here in Moores?
Oh, we've been asked to volunteer to do popcorn.
So you're in charge of the popcorn sales.
Yeah.
So you and Hector's back there is supervising here. How's he look?
Yeah.
How's he look through there, Hector? Was Hector any help, or you two guys got to do the work?
Not bad. You can get it working, eh?
Did your grandfather do any work, or just goofs around a lot? You don't want to say?
No.
No, I don't blame you. So you're here all day, John Paul?
Yeah, till 4 o'clock. Started this morning at 8.
Is it pretty busy?
So-so.
Well, you got a lot of other things. You got real food to eat.
Yeah.
They may not be thinking of popcorn on a day like today, but
no, it's kind of cold for sell popcorn today, I'd say.
Yeah, and there's no movies being shown today either.
No. I remember we used to get in the old theater in Champlain popcorn. Everybody used to get it.
Well,
buy a ticket, you get a bag of popcorn with it.
In fact, the Knights of Columbus has one of those movie theaters
oh, yeah.
at home, right?
Yeah, I've been in that one when there was a movie.
Yeah, it wasn't a theater very long, right? Which one was first? Was that first or the Legion was first?
No, that was the one.
First. The Knights of Columbus was first.
Yeah.
Then
they moved to the Legion.
The new one was where the Legion was.
Yeah.
So that was a long time theater. Then Legion wasn't too many years, I don't think, before people stopped going to the movies and started staying home and watching television.
Right. Then movies went out.
Yeah. So you got here at 8.
Yeah.
And you seen anybody you recognize here?
A lot of people you recognize. You know a lot of people. Yeah. But the young ones you don't know like you used to. You know, young ones you don't know. The old people, the older people. I see Jack and Carl Smith and all them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is nice. You're in the town board in Champlain. This is nice what the town of Moores has done here, right?
Yes, very nice. Yeah.
Certainly something the whole community can be proud of. Well, thanks for taking time out, John Paul, and get back to work.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your mom?
Well, I have 2 soccer games plus a little bit of youth activity to cover when I get to Chazy tonight. We got 2 soccer games starting at 5 o'clock in Chazy, 2 varsity games, and they're going to have a lot of youth activities between those games. And I'm starting to lose my voice besides, so there's Tyson Dumas heading off to make sure some other activity is going on as scheduled. Cannot say enough for the folks who plan all this and pull this off every year. It's a great tribute to Roxie and LouAnne. as Alfie Ledoux said, they started a little invitational type of activity here several years ago, and that might have continued, but I don't think, I'm sure, that it would not have grown to this without the folks wanting to honor the memory of Roxie Dumas and LouAnne Dragoon, her twin sisters, who both died far too young, about 4 years ago. This is the 5th annual one. The first one was scheduled as in memory of one of the sisters, and the other sister died, I think, just prior to the actual first event. So it's the 5th year, but it's been 4 years since Roxie and LouAnne left us. So again, congratulations to the entire community and everybody who showed out today to help make all this successful.